Oh my god, what are we doing? How could it be? We're going back to see another unreasonable replay. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to get analyzing. We're going to be learning. We're going to try and get better together today as we head back to Supreme Isthmus and go to enjoy a rare position on this channel. If you're a true aficionado, if you were here for episode 1, which apparently the most people in the world have been to for my channel of the Road to Zero OS, you will have seen me experimenting in this very position. Started. GOC. I started there, and now we're back. This was my first ever foray into Supreme Isthmus, and now I am buying things. I'm light transing it up. I'm doing fun stuff, and I hope you'll enjoy as we get right into it. Commander Box Eater, as always, joins us today. I hope you're excited to see what he will cook up, as it's always something fun, you know, whether it's Garpikes, whether it's Blitz spam. He's cooking, he's serving it up, and we're all here to enjoy. I'm doing a bit of a Drongo shape today as we're putting our winds down. I hope you're here to learn about the sea, because that's what we're going to do. I like getting a trans, a scout, and a fighter. That really is the dream. I think it helps. But this game, I decided for only a trans and a scout. Why? Because we're playing Cortex. There is one beautiful and special feature that we have as Cortex that we will get to show off momentarily as this lab gets building. We have access to the Trasher. What a unit name. I love it. The Trasher, the amphibious anti-air bot. Now, let's have a little investigation. Oh no, they're both amphibious. Okay. So, no matter who you pick, you can come out and you can build this Trasher, which will help you take over the island. Island contestation is really your #1 objective in the first 5 minutes of sea. Fighting for this island is what matters. You can, on Cove Sea especially, rebuild a position from anywhere and everywhere, okay? Dark Green needs to be worried about how he's going to fight for the island right now to get those 2 extra mexes, because guess what? 2 extra mexes is a lot more than it might seem. It's a lot fucking more. So here we go. We've got our amphibious bot already coming out. And to illustrate my point, right? Beach Sea. You've got your 6 mexes, and 3 of them are in the sea, so they could very well end up Cove Sea. And then you've got your 7th mex, right? And then if you win, then you get 2 more. GOC, you have 6 guaranteed mexes, plus a Geo, and then you've got access to the Cove, which I think is just heavily in GOC's favor. You've got access to the Cove where you can, you know, build static. You can easily like get multiple pieces of static built up. So that you've got your 6, reasonably 8, plus a geothermal, and then you can get 2 extra mexes on top. So very reasonably, you're looking at 10 mexes that you can have as the GOC, which is more than anybody else in the game. Even front players don't have access to that kind of mex power when they take both of these mexes, as these 2 only equate to roughly 4 mexes, right? So they add up. What does that add up to? 8, so then 11, right? You can somehow match that on the sea, which is incredibly stupidly valuable. Oh man, do I just feed my shit to this thing? No. Okay, but he is like scouting. This is an interesting play where he's just kind of like scouting with these skaters. I don't mind it, but really like he's only so this is why C is so hard. It's because, especially if you haven't played it a lot, the #1 resource that's going to gate you on C is your metal. It's always going to be your metal. So you have to figure out a way to get your mexes up as quickly as possible. You do not need to make units first as Beach C. You do not need to make units first here. You should be getting out your tier 1 con, and you should be pulling over to your last mex, preferably, in my opinion, with a con that you've bought from Geo, and maybe even a res, right? And then you just get that con macroing in the back afterwards. Your commander, you just get to pump into this you have to pump into your shipyard, and then you have to get your mechs as quickly as possible. I've started doing, I've tried Beach Sea recently, and what I tried, we'll probably watch the game together at some point. What I tried was 2 constructors. One to go out and start getting some sonar radar out, and the other to go get the mexes. And the path I really liked. So the path was from the shipyard out this way for one, and then the other path was to this last mex and kind of out like this way for the other. And that really gave me a lot of options in that game. Very fun game. I think I'll definitely try and cast it. So I'm trying today a little different strategy. I've been in these games with this Master of Eye guy, and I swear I saw him build his shipyard over here. So I thought to myself, well, that looks fun. Let's give that a shot, right? I mean, that's how you learn builds in this game. You just do the fun stuff that other people do. And
Commander,
yeah. So I think the power of this build is supposed to be, you're walking your commander, so maybe I get these mexes a little bit quicker. We'll have to kind of compare, right? I've got all 6 of my mexes up at 5 minutes. That kind of feels pretty blah. Honestly, I feel like if I send out 2 con bots like I usually do, that feels a lot better. I was highly kind of confused when I saw like all these blips, but then I kind of quickly realized, oh, they're all dolphins, and then I felt a lot better, because as we're about to see, let's enjoy this on regular speed here. He's got 1 sub. What is that? What was that? 5 dolphins. I have got 2 frigates and a herring. Oh, he also has a herring. So it's 4 dolphins versus 2 frigates and a herring, and my commander just gets to walk on this submarine and fix the problem. And yeah, we win handedly. He thinks he can kind of turn around, maybe get a kill on my frigate. Wrong. Die, intruder. So yeah, sucks to suck. He makes more dolphins. This is just wrong. Like, I just don't like it. Good for him, though. He sees with his skater that I did send a sneaky con to go get my mexes from here, because this is kind of what I was talking about, right? Like, I feel like what's so important on sea is to just get your mexes down. Once you get the mexes down, then you start having a chance, because getting more metal is more ships, right? These ships are so goddamn expensive, bro. 960 metal for this motherfucking destroyer. God damn. And I mean, it's not too much better for Armada, but it is kind of a lot better with the 380 for their destroyer, versus, I mean, everything the Cortex makes is more expensive. So I don't know. Maybe I just got to go back to my good old Armada C. I love the fact that everything is less expensive. Because what I'm also really realizing is that it's coming down to res subs. It's always coming down to goddamn res subs in these C games that I'm playing. So let's go speed her back up a little bit. We're interested in what's going on in the sea. And look at this. We've got a little Drongo enjoyer. Alert, 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 alert. We've got a Drongo enjoyer. Now, unfortunately enough for him, he's not really using his big brain to the best of his ability. I think he should be microing down into his buddy Z, who seems to be doing a lot better. Actually, no, he's down ships. Pink is about to dominate, so he doesn't really have the greatest options. I guess mine looks easier. I ping it out like a good boy. Thank goodness we had some radars up front from our kings. Very smart. We get to scout this out, and so I come to fight. Now I figured something like this would happen, right? Where it would be 2-pronged, so we were ready for it. We had our 3 torpedo launchers already down. If he was building real boats instead of these dolphins, right? If he was getting a mix, I would be getting owned. We were so ready. We were so dang ready, and still 2 platypus made it through to come and hurt us. I had my tier 2 up, and I was freaking out. I was like, oh my god, he could snipe it. Nope. We're all good. In the end, we're all good in the hood. So we held it okay. We still, lost a mex or 2. We didn't get it all. We didn't catch it all. But dark green has lost it. Now, I was wondering, he has started it already. Look at this. My man's is a believer in the title generators. It's incredible. I think I don't know what his Chev is, but I think it might be 5, because I think I'm 4. And it's incredible to me that a Chev 5 player who in theory has at least watched so much, like, would make plays like this. I'm definitely misplaying right now. Something that I should have done Look at my little island paradise that I set up for myself, by the way. I don't know if you guys have been appreciating it build up in the corner. We might have the most wins out of anybody on this map right now. I'm not even kidding. Like, maybe Commander Box Eater rivals us. Okay, good. We can do. He's Armada and I'm Core. So he's got 96. Let's see if I can just get all of myself here. Dang. Got some of the front. 143, and this is. We'll subtract 15. So I've got 130. I have the most wins out of anybody in the game. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love my little builder paradise. This is really coming through big for everybody on the team too, even though we're not maximizing the energy. You know, your APM does have to go elsewhere. I think it's better to just have this con build infinite amounts of wind rather than try and like balance it out with the converters. I don't know. You know, I'm kind of weird like that, but we're helping Master of I, we're helping Philip, Commander Box Eater a little bit more. We're helping the boys out. We love to do that, don't we, folks? We love to do that. He had a little raid, of course, that we saw getting ready, that he threw into me, that, thank goodness we had the tier 2 up. We held okay. Now, I think the right move is just build some res subs real quick. Okay, but we go for tier 2, which is also probably much more reasonable, actually. Get the old tier 2 going. I did make some pretty, yeah. I didn't get it going very quickly, which is unfortunate. We're already like super overflowing resources anyway. Like I really like need to work on just looking back and immediately getting stuff down. By the way, I don't know if you guys have noticed this nefarious blue player. All these spam pings. The bad man is coming. He already got this poor player, and there are now more. There are now more on the way. Commander Box Eater has listened to us. Our boy has listened, and he is swarming up the sea to try and hold this. Now, I should be expecting that some are coming for me, but I'm not. God, these scuttles are disgusting. 755 metal. 27,000 energy. I mean, they are so expensive. They are so expensive. But they can have such ridiculously huge impact. Now, I kind of have this queued up wrong, right? I did queue up the countermeasure, but I should be much more worried about it. The bombers are trying to have impact here. They're just kind of missing, kind of hitting a little bit. Oh goodness gracious. Oh goodness gracious. We don't even have R2. I really like this squad as well for when I get my tier 2 con up. Two engineers and one tier 2 con feels pretty good to me. That's kind of a, yeah, those are build turrets on legs, and this is a build turret and a half on a leg, so they get it done. They get her done. Our commander is AFKing. I think it is now time for us to take our pledge. I'm just having way too much fun microing right now, by the way. I've found Dark Green's bullshit, and I'm like, oh my god, what is this? And I go to town on it, as you should, in moments like this, and I realize I see him coming, and I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my god, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Look at this. Look at this. We're coming back. We're coming back. We're like, okay, maybe a bot lab. Let's make a bot lab to make some units. And we can't even see the red. We don't even know where they are right now. Welcome to the driver's seat, folks. You're in the middle of a scuttle attack. What's going on? Oh, there he is. We saw him. We saw him. I'm pinging him out. I'm pinging him out. Where could he go? Where could he go? I'm worried that he's going to Commander Box Eater, right? Like this is not that scary for me to lose right now. I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my god, he's going for my boy, and there he goes, straight into my eco, which is fine. I mean, look at that. I still get 2 of my tier 2 mexes. I just lose a good chunk of my converter power, but we're gonna get up, you know, some stuff up here. This is where all my build power is anyway. So let's see, what was the Spicy South Sea? Those do 0 damage. Let's see, Spicy South Sea. Okay, he's trying something. He just pressed repeat on the herring. 5,600 metal in herrings. I don't think it's going to be very effective versus 2 dreadnoughts. I'm going to be so real. We've got another scuttle on the way. I don't see this one. I don't have the oh, I do have the countermeasure. Is it big enough? Does it show me the radius? think so. Okay, it gets a good bit of my... I think those were grunts. Oh no, I think I did end up killing it. I think it was revealed to me. I see the next one coming now with my countermeasure. It's pinging red here. Let's hop back in the driver's seat. Yeah, we can see it menacingly approaching. I think one of my problems on C is definitely still I'm spending too much time on micro. By the way, look at this as well. Commander Box Eater, perfect move here. Just a line of ticks. I think, can he squeeze through? Doesn't look like quite. Doesn't look like he can. Oh, yes, he can. Disgusting. Disgusting. The Scuttles can still find value. He starts an Aphis! His shit gets blown up in his face and he starts an Aphis, baby. We love to see it. Look at this tick. 3 silver stars. It's gotten to shoot so much. 28 to 56 damage. Go, little boy. He's a Grandmaster. Oh, he almost does it. Some of the build power gets to survive. Thank goodness. The Scuttles are devastating. What a disgusting little attack. Looks like they probably got some value over there too. Got this earlier. What a disgusting unit. Oh my heavens, look at this. Their air player has been making an infinite amount of air to ground, and we made some anti-airships. Oh! Oh! Oh god. Oh god. We didn't witness... I didn't call it out earlier, but the enemy air player had come over to us and started harassing us. 2 herrings and an anti-air turret really held out for us for quite a while. Enemy air player seems like he kind of sucks. I don't even know what flag this is, but he's just got his lab on. He doesn't even have it on repeat. Brother has 1,078 queued up. He figured out the plus 100. Yup. Dark Blue still has a Scuttle that he seemingly kind of has forgotten about. You want to really queue up your units, folks. This could be going up here, blowing my shit up. This could be going for another try. But I think he's kind of done with the Scuttles now. He's kind of freaking out about his front, because the front is looking good, folks. The front's looking good. I kind of soaked up a lot of Starlight shots with my units. I don't know if that was a good play. But now the front is getting in there. We'll love to see that. Honestly, I feel like these sprinters from Commander Box Eater should be going in. This is devastating damage on the board right now. Just into some of these, like, look at this. This is mostly the only thing that we can even really see shooting right now are the Sheldons. And it would devastate those. I mean, if you know, I think one of those things that's really important to keep in mind, especially when you're playing Isthmus, whose commanders have died, right? If you know that both these commanders are dead, you can literally just ball these guys up and get them in. Just get them in there. They're not going to die to no D-guns, and they're not going to die to units very quickly either. Now, actually, these Marauders are pretty devastating. If they would have... okay. I was wrong. 25 minutes. It's tech impact time. And they're about to have some air impact time, as our Dark Red Air has said, I'm done ecoing, ladies and gentlemen. And he is sending out the scouts, as we have had this Arrow Storm sitting here picking up kill after kill on these Banshees. His 1,000 Banshees that he had queued up, he's gotten 30 more now. These Condors, somehow, I think they get to make it to their destination. Isn't that incredible? Isn't that incredible? So in comes Dark Red. I think we're about to see him misplay, as he's about to let all of his shit die to take out. Oh, no.
Commander.
Okay, those all die. Now what do these do? Those should be targeted onto these Aphis now. Okay, we're going for the BP. That's fine. I mean, you've got uncontested air. It doesn't even matter anymore, right? You can just micro them horrendously for the rest of the time. These bombers. There is nothing. I mean, all right, we're just kind of losing. We're just kind of losing out over here. Onto these air turrets, which is kind of funny to think about. These Nettles are getting some good value here. Look at this, 3 silver stars. They're blasting. They're like, look, I'm a chainsaw now! Pew 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 pew! And Dark Red says, well, that's all my shit dead. I don't know how all of his bombers died. I guess they must have gotten eaten? I don't know. There's not... Okay, no, we got some chainsaws down, thank God. That could have been stopped for sure, but we didn't... Okay, we didn't devastate. We didn't devastate. Oh. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Pinktown. Welcome to Pinktown. We are up Aphesis, folks. We are 9 to what? 5, 4, 4.5. Ha ha! Stupid Marauder player. Get your buns eaten up, dude. It is time. Look at these. They're starting to flood out. The Battle Max, the Razorbacks are on the field, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to end this freaking game. Stone Monk has, he's ecoed up a bit. He's got himself a decaying fusion reactor. When you're in situations like this, let's give it an analysis, right? If I'm Stone Monk's coach right now, what am I telling him to do? He's lost C. This poor boy is dead. It's done. It's over. You're crying. This. Definitely not it. This is 1500 metal that is just doing jack shit. This, also the same thing. If we're not going to make units out of it, why the fuck is it even here? Get this 500 metal back. This, give me some butlers, papa. Gimme. Give me some butlers rolling, get me some winds rolling. Let's start scaling like real men instead of little bitches that make fusion reactors, baby. Let's rely on that 19 wind a second, and let's get back into this game. I mean, obviously, Mr. Haladia is kind of like, this is weirding me out. He's like taking so much space without taking any space. You just kind of, you see this from your ally, this summoning circle. That can't do anything because there's no metal. These weird patches from of wins. You already know you've lost. But you could try and make some wins too, because that's kind of the only way you're going to get back into this game, right? I think it's dark green. We could maybe have tried a sneaky little, like, platypus or duck transition. We could have tried... I mean, maybe you just give it a go, right? You make like a jammer over here and you start rebuilding your sea. I think that's kind of an option that you get as the beach sea. This is like a very good zone. This is a very usable zone that I don't think gets used enough. I can't wait for the Drongo video where he drops a bot lab here. Actually, no, it's going to be a me video. That's going to be my meme video, okay? That's going to be my cool build. As, yeah, I think dark green, the fusion reactors, the problem is you have to invest the 4,300 metal and it takes you so long to finish building it, right? Like, not only are you investing all this metal, it also is taking you a while to build this beautiful project, and the winds are going to start getting you that return much faster. This is a waste. All this build power over here is just chilling. You know how it be. What are we doing? Are we thinking about a flagship? Oh, we were already thinking about a flagship, ladies and gentlemen, in the game. Very good to see. We're up. We're live. 27 minutes. We're having tech timings. I think, if you're good at the game, and as I get better, this light trans is going to be taking my tier 2 over, and, we're going to put down a couple blueprints. We're going to have a little build power going to everything. We're going to be picking up, we're going to be upgrading these mexes, because obviously, who doesn't want 9.2 metal a second instead of 2.3, right? That's I mean, we're already like almost the highest. Yeah, we're second highest on the team, third highest in the game already. We could be even higher if we had some more of that shit going on, and I could have been scaling probably much harder, right? 21,000 metal into this flagship. There was clearly not going to be any recontesting unless Dark Blue wanted to, but Dark Blue has to address the front this game. He hasn't even built a Geo. He has just unbuilt it for a while. I guess he's just been very afraid of the missile cruiser ships. Maybe he thought my anti-air was that. They do kind of look the same. Like, if you're a gamer, you might think, like, oh, that's what that is. And, like, I've also been overflow metal for forever, by the way. So, my idea, let's just proxy tier 3. We're at plus 178. That's a lot. Plus 178 is a lot of metal per second. It's plenty to go tier 3. So, that's what we're doing, baby. We're getting our tier 1 cons over. We're gonna get to that done. We've only got little judgment for ourselves here. We've only got one radar down. We should definitely have, an extra radar. Keeping a good eye on the enemy team. That's a big thing that you can do from the sea. And I hope that this game is really helping to kind of elucidate some of these options that you have access to as C. I mean, it really comes down to fighting for the island early game, is what I've noticed. Getting that extra 4.6 metal a second is the biggest difference maker in these games, in these Supreme Isthmus games. It's getting the island, getting that extra metal, because metal is literally all that matters. When you're fighting boats v boats, micro makes a difference, right? If you're the one chasing and the other one is retreating, the retreating one will probably be doing better. But still, right, you can make up for shit micro if you have more metal, which is always nice. And look at this, the flagship just kind of shooing away some of these nasty units Dark Blue was kind of trying to make after taking over the front player. Got some extra eco down. I started targeting. I don't. Can I even see that there's a geo there at all? No, I don't even see that there's a geo there, but I don't believe it, so I shoot at it anyway. Oh, that's so funny. And I mean, it's a beautiful sight, isn't it? Just blasting away. Obviously, we need to be microing a little bit better. We can be getting these tier 2 mexes. We can be getting all sorts. Dark Blue is starting his micro journey into the back. Respectable. Dark Red, memeing it up. Yeah, he's got a dragon in play. Dying to some tier 2 anti-air bots, though. But look at this. Yep, just burn it all down, baby. Man, the dragon not having quite as much impact as I would have expected him to. But maybe he already burned everything else down, right? Now Dark Blue has got just a ton of anti-air. Oh no, somebody is voting no for the surrender. Well, good for us, right? Look at this. We have finished our expansion. We have got everything tier 2'd except for our island mexes, which is always a shame. Like I said, that's something that I still definitely need to improve on when I'm doing this. But I'm feeling really happy about my C play. I really want to know how the folks in the comments are thinking about it. I think, you know, I'm not a micro god or anything, so I won't claim that I can beat myself up over the stupid scuttle play. I definitely could have saved myself from that, right? Good old beholders, they're very fun, aren't they? If I walk over them, do they just die? I don't know, but you could in theory see that they're there. Oh, died anyway. And just Shivas. They're because they have so many weapons platforms. Oh man, I really ate it. Ah, 3. I tried to target him down frantically. Didn't really get very much damage, and I said, you know what? Oh, and then the next one died, and I was like, you know what? Fuck this. Let's just gather up and figure out how to get a little spam going. And so I started building a little bit more build power, and eventually I figured out how to build some goons. It's kind of hard to figure out, right? Because it's like, okay, where the hell? You got a lot of options as a ship constructor. It's the naval hovercraft that we end up going for. The amphibious complex doesn't at all have what we want, right? If we can make a decoy commander, which would be kind of, I mean, it's a very funny meme, right? As you can see, we could go build mines. We could go build mines, but I don't think that's really worth it. We could build poison darts and stuff, but again, meh. So I had dumped all this metal into Shivas. I was like, okay, we can't just continue to do this all day. So what's funny is Haladia is almost done with an Aphis. Wow, what a guy! What a guy! Almost done with an Aphis, you say? Ooh, ooh, Pinky's sexy back there. Oh, that's a sexy guy. I mean, it's kind of unfortunate he's not just pushing it in. I mean, Jesus, dude, look at how much shit you've got. But yeah, I feel like when the game state is like this at 30 minutes, you could probably tell that this is a lethal amount of tier 3. Anyway, we're starting with the goons. I am afraid of getting constantly bombed. It did feel like it was having impact, even though it clearly wasn't. So I was mixing in... Oh, dang, it made the anti-air before I even hit repeat. Because I was going to do 5 goons to 1 anti-air, but clearly that didn't end up happening. But look at that. Our trusty flag boats are still in the back doing it up anyway, you know. Who needs anti-air hovercraft? I was very afraid of the commander here. And I think another thing, I don't think I had radar set up. I think this was my best attempt at it. Yeah, you got a couple, but this time we had enough Shivas to follow it up properly. I'm not too upset about Blue being upset at this air player who just hasn't given him anything. He tried to build up some Platies Dark Green as a response. Snipers is the way. He had three fusions. I think if he just had like 20 snipers, then we could be talking money right now. He could be stopping my push, I think, with 15 to 20 snipers that are relatively well microed, as long as his fusions stayed alive, right? So, but it's not enough. The Shivas get to march on in. I think I could have made this Shiva transition a lot faster too. I think this is something that is like very doable from a 1C. Now it is kind of weird, right? Because it's like you have to, if you're using your tier 2 constructor to do this transition, you like have to go into tier 3. But I think it's even plausible like that, right? Because this is also out of my tier 3. So you can even make poison arrows and salamanders. So there's tech out of this amphibious tier 3 for all levels of winning. It's just getting that 8400 metal in that can feel pretty bad. And then if you don't have actual anti-air, that would suck too. Can you make decent anti-air turrets? Oh yeah, okay. You can make shredders now as turrets. So you got to put some of these up as well to help you out, but you know, just the classic stuff, just the classic stuff. Get your radar jammer, get some anti-air, you know how it be, do classics. Also something to think about, by the way, because we're playing C, it's better to, let me show you, hopefully I'm right, actually. I'm about to say something and hopefully I'm right. 380, oh wow, okay, I thought they were more expensive. Okay, well, it's still technically cheaper to build your advanced converters in the sea. They cost 10 less metal. Is that? I thought it was more impressive than that. Okay. All right. Maybe if this is a Cortex bot, it's the same. Okay, maybe I'm just wrong. I was really excited. I thought that these were like significantly cheaper metal-wise, but they are not. They are not, as it turns out. Oh well. I hope you enjoyed, ladies and gentlemen. We got to proxy tier 3. It's kind of a rare, beautiful thing to get to do, and it's because we took all those mexes early. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope I'll see you again next time when we go planetside. Bye bye for now.